Today we're going to be answering the question, does Microsoft Defender still suck? But first, my name is Steve Smith, this is TQA Weekly, and if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to this channel and don't forget to hit that notification bell. And back in 2010, my third episode of TQA Weekly, which back then was even an audio podcast, I talked about using a better antivirus than Microsoft Security Essentials. And you know what? That was a very interesting episode to do a lot of research then. And let's start off with the fact that back in 2013 in the month of July, AV Comparatives had basically rated Microsoft Security Essentials as being 92.5% effective, meaning that Kaspersky and Bitdefender, which were blocking 99% or 99.9% of all viruses in their antiviral tests, was basically better than Microsoft Security Essentials. Now you fast forward to December 2017 and Panda holds a score of 100% protection and antivirus removal in the same kind of tests. However, Windows Defender, a free option built into Windows already, has risen to the ranks of a protection rate of 99.5%, a 7% boost from Microsoft Security Essentials, and you only get a 0.5 boost in protection from a paid software option. To which we're going to start looking at reasons why Microsoft's Defender might actually be a better option than Panda and many other companies right now. So let's talk about things such as controlled folder access. Cryptographic viruses are a thing, and with controlled folder access, when you enable it, you'll be able to protect your files from being encrypted from third-party viruses out there that would basically blackmail you into paying large sums of money to get at your data, which, by the way, would be easily defeatable by keeping cold storage backups. But just to say, they have this option already built in, something that other antivirus companies do not have the ability to do inside of Windows because they're not tied into the options and the settings of the operating system in quite the same way. Then, of course, we have bloatware as a problem. The amount of bloatware attached to these commercial antivirus solutions seriously slows down computers. A lot of features are also overpriced and redundant. Let's take McAfee for an example, because I don't really like them anyway. You get to be able to store usernames and passwords as part of a total package instead of using a product like LastPass, which is actually more secure, has better security, and is free for a normal user, even though I pay for the paid version of it. And they make the claim that they will reimburse you for any amount of wasted money, 100%, if they can't remove a virus from your computer. Although, according to AV Comparatives tests, an independent company, they are only able to remove 98.9% of viruses, which is 0.6% less effective than Windows Defender, a built-in option, which means that they're basically trying to boost your sense of security, in this case, with a false sense of security, even though they're not really capable of actually removing all of them. And then let's talk about Smart Screen, something that might annoy some people, but is a really nice product from Windows Defender, which runs in Windows 8 and 10 and is part of Windows Defender, and it helps scan and block malicious viruses. It's responsible for detecting and retransmitting viral code back to Microsoft and having even the virus definitions updated, in some cases inside of minutes of first contact with a virus, meaning that Microsoft Defender might actually be able to block viruses faster than some other companies as it is in the way that it is. And it basically scans everything, whether it comes from the internet, the Microsoft Store apps, or any other applications or files already inside your computer. It will scan everything. And then it also has built-in exploit protection, the ability to make your computer adjustable and react correctly in face of exploits that are possibly out there. So basically what they do is they tweak the system in a way to allow your computer to be as safe as possible from possible exploits out there. And exploits, there are a lot of exploits when you think about it. The fact that Microsoft has this built-in exploit protection means that they're already a lot better than many other antivirus companies. So, does Microsoft Defender still suck? Well, apparently they have learned from their Microsoft Security Essentials by using things like Smart Screen, exploit protection, direct access to system settings like your firewall, device drivers, which, by the way, they tell you if something's wrong with them, having the ability to use controlled folder access to prevent the encryption by viruses of your data. And of course, we can basically say that dollar for dollar, you get a better deal with free, because regardless of what other antivirus solution you do in fact use, they do update faster, they have better control of the operating system, and at the end of the day, they're not lulling you into a false sense of security. So while Panda got a perfect score, it got a perfect score on the day that it was done. The scores of each of these things change all the time, but what will always be a bonus point or a few bonus points for Microsoft Defender is the fact that they have exploit protection, controlled folder access, and Smart Screen. And Smart Screen is a really nice addition when you think about it, when they can actually detect the virus and put out the virus definitions and even methods to mitigate those risks almost immediately. So, like this episode if you like it, dislike it if you didn't, share with those that you think could benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or topics, email me at ask@tqaweekly.com or go to my website, tqaweekly.com, for everything else. And if you want to make this show better, go to patreon.com/tqaweekly. Patrons get these episodes 24 hours to 48 hours in advance of everyone else. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.